So, Godzilla's back, Kong's back, Gamera's back. But we have to ask ourselves, who else should come back among all the monsters? Like, of all the kaiju from around the world, who else should come back into the and get some new age treatment? Well, we've seen a lot of monsters. Yes, we've seen, the return of some big hitters, but there's one I think should be next in line for a big return. And I think it's time. I think it is high time, and I've got a good idea of where he could go. And that's Gorgo. Gorgo, if you guys remember, was Britain's kaiju movie. It was their Godzilla film. Now, Gorgo hasn't been seen or heard of in a long time because, we don't know where the movie rights are. And it was a movie that it did financially well, it's just it never got a sequel. Only in the comics did it get a sequel. And it never really... It's been kind of laying dormant. But I imagine some British film group is probably looking at Gorgo now, seeing as like, look at all these kaiju movies and how much money they make. Can we bring back ours? Can we, bring back our kaiju film? And I say, yeah. Now, Gorgo has also gotten some love recently with a new action figure that was designed from... it wasn't SH Monster Arts, it was another group. But Gorgo has definitely been kind of in the underlying radar and has a cult following. I think it is high time that we give Gorgo the chance he deserves, or she deserves if we want to go. Because remember, Gorgo was the young monster, and Ogra was the mother. Or that was is a thing. My head hurts. So, Gorgo, you could either go either ways. You could do one of two things, honestly. You could, whatever film company owns the rights or gives the rights away to, you could either A, do a, legacy sequel where the mother has been found dead and now the son, Gorgo, takes the full center stage. Like, that can be... Because Gorgo really didn't do much other than get captured and paraded like a circus animal while his mom did all the destruction. So you could have it that his mom has finally died either by the British military killing it in a conflict, or it's died of natural causes, or a new monster has shown up. You always got to have a monster fight. So you could have it that Gorgo has grown to full length, and even say that the males grow larger than the females, and have it, Gorgo go on a rampage from there. The other thing is you could do a Gorgo reboot and just start with a clean slate and do something new with Gorgo in general. So, yeah, I just think it's high time we do that now. As for what movie studio that can be done with, I would say, really the one that's... And hear me out. Even though they don't own the rights to it, I think it could work either way. And that's the newly resurrected Hammer Studios. Obviously, Hammer has got new owners, and Hammer is starting a new series of horror movies, starting with the new Eddie Izzard, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde film. They have announced that they're going to be doing, like, The Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein. They're going to go all through their catalog and bring all those monsters back. But wouldn't it be interesting if they got to do the film if they got the film rights to do Gorgo? In fact, remember, Hammer was supposed to do a joint film, a joint kaiju horror film with Toho. Yeah, a lot of people forget that like they were gonna do a kaiju film with Toho that was gonna be in canon with the other Godzilla films, based around like a kaiju version of the Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, how fucking crazy that would have been. But it never came to be because of the financial problems at Hammer at the time. I will say, though, that maybe this could be a second chance at it. Like, maybe they can, they can loan out their services to the studio and then make the kaiju film. Now, the problem with that is this Hammer has a lot smaller budget. That's the only drawback I have. While, how cool would it be to see Gorgo directed, from Hammer Studios, Gorgo? It would probably be a much smaller budget. That's the only drawback I can see. While it would be cool, and I would like to see Hammer involved in it in some capacity, and yeah, but not right now. Like, not right now. As for other movie studios, it'd be really hard to see who could do it in Britain unless they do the Toho thing and go to Hollywood and be like, hey, how about a joint... we give you the movie rights to Gorgo, and you can do what you want with it. I just think it's high time that we get it. Like, the big ones have the big kings have returned. Honestly, like the big kings have returned. Godzilla, Kong, Ultraman, even Gamera recently made a comeback earlier this month. Like, yeah, Gamera made his big comeback as well. So, how about we keep going? Let's keep this. Let's keep going. Maybe we can get Reptilicus or the Deadly Mantis or some other, even hell, I'll even take the Giant Claw to get a new film. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below. Do you want to do you want to see Gorgo return? And how would you do it? Would it be a sequel, a reboot? And what other giant monsters do you think should finally come back now that Gamera and the other big ones have all officially returned? Just comment below, let me know. I know this was a quick video. It was just something on my mind, and I thought I'd be like, hey, this would be fun as a quick video to get everyone's opinion on. Anyway, other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time, the Multiverse.